Hi, I'm Jane. Welcome to the Attract Capital webinar series. I'm here today with CEO and founder David Barnett.
Hi everybody.
This is our second episode of the Art of the Roll-Up Masterclass. Today we're establishing a logical strategy. So Dave, before we get to the main point, what is a roll-up?
So a roll-up, Jane, is a series of acquisitions as part of a business scale-up, and you're assembling a larger company over time as a way to grow, and you're using acquisitions to do it.
Oh, so tell us, how many roll-ups have you been a part of?
Probably 40 or 50 over the past 34 years across many different industries.
Oh, so explain what you mean by an underlying logical strategy then.
So the underlying logical strategy means, why does it make sense to get bigger through acquisition? It's risky to do acquisitions, so if you're going to go that route, your decision needs to be informed by a logical and a convincing strategy as to what you can do better than these smaller companies are currently doing on their own. So you're getting, many people think roll-ups can be applied to any type of business, but you really have to say, the question is, we're getting larger for the sake of what? What strength does the company have that you can translate to a larger company? So what do you do better than pretty much everybody else out there that you can leverage that on these companies that you're going to bring into the fold? A lot of business owners that do roll-ups, they don't wrestle with that fundamental underlying logical strategy. They don't think about, you really have to look internally and self-assess very diligently to come to that answer before you decide to go forward with the roll-up.
Very smart. So in your view, how do you establish an underlying logical strategy?
It's sort of, it's almost an extension, Jane, of the quote, "To thine own self be true." You have to identify your unique strength, and the senior management needs to do planning sessions on it. Then you need to have an independent consultant go out into the marketplace to really get the market's view of what you're good at. So you have sort of an internal view and an external view. So you want to really get a solid grasp on what it is you're great at. You also have to see what other people have done in the industry. A lot of industries have had enormous roll-up excursions by private equity groups and by founders. You want to know which ones have worked and why, which ones have failed and why. And you need to have a very strong command over what your strength is, and not just saying, we're good at this, but how are you able to expand that strength in a way that as you bring in these other companies, that strength will be consistently applied across the larger organization. I think a great source of input is to talk to mergers and acquisition advisors, to talk to capital advisors, to talk to accountants that do consulting work. And I would say that in my experience, the roll-ups that have worked have always been situations where there's been at least two special things that an acquirer can bring to the acquired company. It can't be one thing. It can't be hopes and dreams. It has to be two solid, identifiable things that the acquirer can execute. If it's at least two, you have a very good chance of having a successful roll-up.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on the next Attract Capital webinar series.
Take care.